Good morning again, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my beautiful rideshare revolutionaries. Y'all know who the fuck it is. All right. I guess the point of this one is we're going to talk about the effect of today was the first time I was hit with the reduced rates for the destination filters since they implemented that on Thursday, and a very effective driving morning, and why I still do not understand the flat surge. I think we've had the flat surge since September, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. They say it's going to make things, all the emails and everything say that's it's going to make earnings more simple, when all it's done is make them way more complicated. And I'll go into that in a minute, but as you guys see there, that's not exactly the right number. I forgot to reset my trip meter when I left my driveway this morning, so that might be closer to 104 miles. Definitely not 105. Yeah, it's way less than 10 miles, but all right, let's go into this. So my morning today, $172, and I hit two consecutive trip bonuses, $8 in tip. Yeah, so pretty good Monday morning. I did have to eat dead miles after my second ride, which we'll get into in a minute. But let's talk about the reduced rates. So reduced destination rates. So all three of these rides were really short, so maybe that's why. But then again, as you guys know how I use my filters, I use my filters to avoid airport rides after like 5:30. But yeah, so this ride was a mile and a half for 7 minutes, and that one cost me $1.50. Let's go back. This ride was a mile and a half. Wait, was this the same ride? That's the same ride. Yeah, sorry. I'm like, there's no way I had two rides that were the exact same distance. This one was 3.2 miles for 15 minutes, cost me $2.50. But both these trips were surge, by the way. And this ride was heavy surge for 1 mile, and it cost me $1.36. So the destination filter reduction today cost me what, $5 and something cents. Not horrible, but then again, I need the filter as my way to make money. This filter thing is going to severely, this will, if you're a suburb driver and use your filter to go into the city or whatever, or go back home, this is going to cost you so much fucking money. Like, it's ridiculous. This can cost a driver $20 to $40 a day if they use their filters to come in from a long distance and go back. Let's say you live in Schaumburg, okay, and that's about 30 miles from downtown Chicago, and you got an airport ride. It might be more. Let's just say 35. Let's say you got an airport ride from downtown Chicago to O'Hare to make up for some of the distance. Like, instead of a $21 ride, you just get made like $14. That is gonna piss off so many people. It's gonna, I know it will. I absolutely know. And I don't really like belly aching and complaining, but at this time, it's absolutely justified. If you're unhappy and you're gonna tell Uber that this is bullshit, this is one of those scenarios where you're absolutely in the right to complain, because that's bullshit. Because now you have to either make a choice of either eating the dead miles completely or not using the filter at all, because it's going to cost you way too much money, right? So that's a big thumbs down. Now, okay, let's go into the flat surge this morning. Okay, so the general consensus of the flat surge is that it's only going to be multiplied if the passenger ended up getting charged more, right? That's when the flat surge will multiply. But check this out. So this was I got this I got this ride request as I was leaving O'Hare this morning around 5:05, and obviously you could tell it was by the lake, so it took me 20 minutes to go get this passenger. I go get this passenger, and as you guys can see there, 15 miles, 45 minutes. Oh, the trip duration says it's gonna be 25 minutes, so this one took me a minute. So when I dropped them off, it took me about 30 minutes to get back into the city. So the only dead miles I had today were maybe the 15 to 16 miles I ate from O'Hare back to like Bucktown. So check that out. So as you can see there, it says surge, 4.75 surge plus adjustment to ensure you receive a significant portion of the ride or surge price. I'm like, okay, so that means this guy probably got charged. If I made $44 without a tip, 45, then I'm thinking to myself, this passenger probably got charged $70. That sounds about right. But this was also a scheduled trip, so he locked in his price last night, right? So in my head, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, maybe they still price gouged him on the scheduled trip, right? Check this out. I got paid $49. Rider paid $39. The city of Chicago, kept their fee. So on this one, Uber lost $15.76. And like, it just does not make sense to me how some trips were multiplied and some aren't. Now, I'm glad this one was multiplied. Obviously, I got 3 times more what the flat surge was originally going to pay. Actually, a bit more. But it just doesn't make any sense to me. Who's this fucking bum? Get out of here. Bum. I'm on his way. I'm at the gas station. So yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. And Uber still lost money. I know like the point of the flat surge was so that Uber can kind of pocket more money and pay us less. But they're still losing money. If you're going to lose money either way, just give us back the fucking multiplier. I think any driver who's been driving more than a year, we'd rather have the fucking multiplier. And guess what? This past weekend, St. Patrick's Day weekend, I guarantee Uber lost millions of dollars in Chicago alone. Because if we're doing 2-mile rides on $8 or $9 flat surges, and a passenger paid $8 for a 5 or 10 minute ride for 2 miles, then Uber just ate the cost of every single one of those fucking rides. How are you going to operate if you are losing money all the fucking time? We can't be the only market in the country that is expensive to Uber. Right? I know for a fact Uber loses money because of me. I know that. Every week they either make next to nothing or they lose a very large amount on me personally. And I'm going to go ahead and say they've been losing more and more and more and more money since the flat surge rolled out. So I think it's to everyone's benefit, to the drivers and to Uber, for them to just nix this fucking thing, because it's a disaster. It doesn't make any sense, and it's gonna bite them in the ass worse. It's gonna bite us, honestly. And that's all I got for this one, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to driving. I needed some more caffeine. I need to just relax a little bit. Morning rush was good, but I'm ready to do some more trips. So everyone, obviously, comment away, let me know what you think, and until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay driven, and stay classy, and bye-bye.